On June 29th, 2022, Roblox Jailbreak developer CritSticks introduced his first creation for the game, which was a cosmetic item known as a Hyperchrome, to add task and grind opportunities for the Jailbreak player base. This item was known for its legendary aspects, as the difficulty of obtaining a Hyperchrome was immensely high. This fact in itself is not that interesting, but if I were to tell you a little over half a year ago, this item would be considered hundreds of millions to even $1 billion in Roblox Jailbreak value. It may make you raise an eyebrow and ask how such a minor colored cosmetic can impact the game and place itself at the pinnacle of all of Jailbreak. This item is an astounding case compared to many others in the value hierarchy. This is the history of the Hyperchrome in Roblox Jailbreak.
C4. Yo, actually, we can just use C4 and then force field. Yeah. Oh! Clip that! Somebody clip that. That's my first time getting Hyperchrome. That is my first ever Hyperchrome in the game.
Come on. 80%, that's a lot. That's like basically 100! Finally! Damn! God damn! Jesus Christ, bro. Finally, bro.
Hyperchromes are the rarest reward you can receive from the game's Robbery Bonus Rewards feature, which was introduced in the Season 10 mid-season update and claimed to be harvested off the meteors that fell during a live event in April 2022. This feature offered cosmetics, cash, and rocket fuel. This relic can only be obtained once you had completed a heist or robbery in the game. The wheel's rewards ranged between 4 different categories: common, rare, ultra rare, and legendary, with common being $0 and rare and ultra rare giving bonus cash. There's only one rarity left: legendary. Once introduced, Hyperchromes were pronounced to be the rarest rewards from the roulette, leading many players to attempt to achieve the goal of obtaining a Hyperchrome for themselves. Players had an extreme desire to receive the Hyperchrome, as the probability of getting one had been 1% from the start, depending on its respective level and robbery. These levels ranged from 1 to 5, with level 5 being the greatest and hardest to achieve of them all. Not only that, but players were obsessed with the idea of the Hypershift, a given cosmetic reward as a congratulations for completing each and every robbery and obtaining every level 5 color. The Hypershift was a mashup of all the robberies, coordinated colors into one, offering a rainbow appearance to the vehicle's paint, which would rotate and change, offering a texture that reminded of an RBG technology. The rarity and appearance of this color gave it lots of respect in the community, and it is still the rarest currently obtainable item in Roblox Jailbreak.
Oh my god, I am getting like 5 beams and a torpedo with the beignet and the Vanta Black for the hyper ships. This guy was flexing his...
The community overall enjoyed the update, and it gave them a new reason to grind in Jailbreak. However, a large portion of the player base agreed that Hyperchromes were way too hard to get. Some people would complete upwards of 200 robberies without leveling up or getting a legendary reward. Over time, lots of grinders grew sick of doing the same thing over and over and eventually gave up. Another factor that made people even angrier was the fact that you would be able to see the Hyperchrome on the robbery spin, meaning sometimes you would barely not get it, and it made people think for a split second that they just got a hyper color. The odds of getting a Hyperchrome have remained the same since release. The robberies in their respective color are the following: Hyper Red being obtained from the tomb, Hyper Orange being obtained from the museum, Hyper Yellow being obtained from the cargo and passenger train, Hyper Green being obtained from the bank, Hyper Diamond being obtained from the jewelry store, Hyper Blue being obtained from the cargo plane, Hyper Purple being obtained from the power plant, and Hyper Pink being obtained from the casino. The status of the Hyperchromes was going very well and continued the rise in popularity trends until October of 2022, when the Hyperchromes needed to be revamped due to the Roblox removing a texture property called a negative reflectance. This essentially made it so the classic style of the Hyperchrome, which was shiny while also looking like a flat color, would need to be changed. The demo made the executive decision to create a brand new custom material for the color, which allowed you to be able to make your vehicle more customizable, as you could use vehicle textures along with the glowing colors. However, a large portion of the community argues that this update ruined Hyperchromes and that they lost their unique charm. To this day, the Hyperchrome update remains one of the most controversial updates in the history of Roblox Jailbreak. Many blamed Roblox for removing this feature for seemingly no reason, while others simply accepted a new overhaul. After Hyperchromes were changed, more and more started popping up in public servers. People started obtaining them, not realizing that Jailbreak had a hidden pity system. Eventually, this system would be made public to show a percentage of how close you are to receiving a guaranteed Hyperchrome. This update received almost no backlash and made many grinders extremely happy seeing their high pity. Similar to other games with loot boxes, Jailbreak's pity system works in a way that every time you spin the wheel, you gain a small percentage of pity. This will usually range from a 0.01% chance to a 0.03% increase. If the pity reaches 100% before you obtain one of the hypercolors, you will be granted an assured hyperchrome from the spin. As each level increases, it gets harder and harder to raise the pity percentage on each hyperchrome. Overall, this addition to the game brought lots of hype to the grind and was a smart decision on the developer's side. It's a well-known fact how rare hyperchromes are to come by. Obviously, with something rare, there are going to be consumers and retailers of the item in question. After all, that's how collectibles hold their strength and value today, through their rarity. Similar to old comics, where action figures in the real world would be worth lots of cash because of their difficulty to find and obtain. Hyperchromes and really every item in the trading system do the same. Now, with something this rare, an important question everyone would be asking is, well, how much are Hyperchromes really? Because of their sheer difficulty of leveling them up, higher leveled Hyperchromes are worth much more than their lower counterparts. This also stands for the colors of the Hyperchromes. Robberies that take longer, like the Tomb and Casino, would be much harder to get than most of the other hypercolors. Because of this, Hyper Red and Pink would be worth more than something from a short robbery, such as Hyper Yellow from the train. Most players seek to obtain a level 4 and 5 Hyperchromes because they hold the most value. A fully clean Hypershift can go for upwards of $1 billion or over 100 Brulees. Everyone at the start of the popularity of the colors wanted to have one, and with such a valuable item, ill-gotten goods were bound to happen at one point, and it was inevitable. Obviously, there are scammers, exploiters, and other people of the sort. However, no one would expect what was about to come. Of course, everyone is allowed to have their own opinions. However, this is what experts of the game's economy believe, so it's crucial to make sure we hear their opinions, as they have much more experience in trading and studying values and demand compared to the average player. Hyperchromes play a massive role in the overall aspect of grinding in the game, not just in giving you a cool color to flex or show to your friends, but completely flipping the game economy on its head. The effects of this update still linger in the community today, as well as people still grinding to get their very own Hyperchrome. Although multiple controversies have surrounded the legendary item and everyone may have their own opinion on the matter, it is an indisputable fact that they changed the course of not only on the base of the game, but trading as well. The lasting impact of simply just a cosmetic item changed the course of the entire game, and even if these rare items become less valuable in the distant future, they truly have changed Roblox Jailbreak forever. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. We really appreciate all your support, and you guys make these kinds of videos possible. We hope you enjoyed today's video documentary and would like to hear your feedback and opinions on not only the Hyperchromes but on the video as well. All criticism is accepted, so don't feel scared to leave your honest opinion down below. Once again, thank you all so much, and have a great rest of your day.